Welcome, you guys. Thank you for joining me for another interesting pick a card. Now, it's time we start talking about the elephant in the closet. But before we do that, let's cleanse the energy. Now, I know I'm not the only one who has been targeted by groups of people in a community gang stalking manner who have been attempting to monopolize resources and also sabotaging me from receiving resources. And this has been done to silence me. Okay? This has been done for me to play blind and to play deaf and to play dumb. And the honest truth is, we can't afford to do that. We simply can't afford to do that. If you have groups of individuals and institutions and organizations monopolizing resources to silence you so that you don't stand up for your human rights, then we're going to have an existence of suffering. And frankly, being that a majority of my adult life has been trauma, I'm done. I'm wiping my hands clean of it. So I'm going to ask you guys to get honest with yourself and journal about it. What fears do you have that's keeping you from being solution oriented when it comes to dealing with large groups of people and government entities that are monopolizing resources or holding resources over you or against you in order to suppress your human rights? What fears do you have? Write them down. We all have to die someday, and there's no reason if you go to your grave, you should say you lived a life that you regretted because you played by somebody else's rules and you had a lot of regrets and wish that you had did what you truly had desired to do. As a conscious parent, I'm not going to sit here and let fear overtake me and say, well, I don't want them to hurt me. Well, if I don't speak up, I'm aware that the two children I carried for 9 months and plus, they could be subjected to the very same thing. So I'm challenging you to journal about your fears, about what's holding you back from exposing community gang stalkers and putting power back into the hands of the people and taking it from government entities that don't have your best interest. Now let's start off with a wonderful, beautiful message. We're going to do some cardamancy, and I also made some cards myself. And we're using these beautiful tarot decks. Well, forgive me, cardamancy. These beautiful playing cards, travel destinations. Yes! All right, Most High, guide me. I'm your vessel. I'm here to deliver whatever messages need to be delivered in the manner that you want me to deliver it, but also I wish to deliver it clear, concise, effective, and emotional manipulation free. I'm your vessel, Most High. Use me. I'm here to serve. Enjoy that cleansing, y'all. Gonna get 3 rounds of messages. 8 of Hearts with Antarctica. So somebody could be feeling lonely. We have the 5 of Hearts and the 3 of Diamonds. Somebody could be feeling lonely because with the Five of Hearts, they could be thinking about someone who actually genuinely had their best interest, and how those people are no longer, or that person is no longer there with them in their lives anymore. And with the Three of Diamonds, the Orient Express, they could be thinking about the path that they took for a relationship dynamic that truly had their back, that had their back when times were tough. They could be having clarity on how it spiraled out of control and is no longer in their life. So let's get some messages from my handmade cards. What's supporting information for the Eight of Hearts? With the Eight of Hearts here, someone crossed a boundary. Someone crossed a boundary to the point that if you let them back in, that boundary would get recrossed again. A boundary got crossed so much to the point that connection had to be cut off. It was like a connection where someone just kept trying your boundaries, and you would have exhausted yourself consistently repeating boundaries with them. So a boundary got crossed to the point where it was like, ain't no way I'm gonna tolerate whatever is going on right now. So the person that is in deep regret about a connection being let loose, they understand that they took things so far to the point that they will never get to experience the family side of you again. There's penguins in here, and this is the travel destination is Antarctica. I'm picking up this person who burned bridges to the point of no return and crossed boundaries that they cross boundaries to the point where it's like, why the fuck would you do that? You could have went through hell and back for them and with them, and they still did some sort of betrayal in which there's no logic to explain how they could have burned bridges in the manner that they did. I feel like the person who's having regrets could have oppressed you and crossed bridges to the point that you had to release whatever fear was developed while being with them. Now let's get supporting messages for the Five of Hearts. All right. So what I'm picking up is how this person crossed the boundary with you guys. They acted as if they had your back and let you down in a way where they let you down. They definitely let you down in a manner where you would really just, you would have to take a look at the man in the mirror, to not become them. It's like with this Five of Hearts, you could have witnessed how this person could turn into their own worst nightmare. And they could have subjected you to that, especially when their emotional vulnerabilities were triggered. And because you had their back through some very difficult times, they expected you to stick around even after they treated you in a manner that they would not want someone to treat them. So I feel like they could have acted as if they were helping you with something and ended up leaving you stranded, expecting you to stay in a state of isolation and not be able to identify true help. And this is because this is a relationship dynamic they witnessed in their childhood. And so we have a positive affirmation. I am grateful for the spiritual maturity of my soulmates and I reparenting ourselves. Um, I am grateful for the spiritual maturity of my soulmates and I reparenting ourselves. I am grateful for the spiritual maturity of my soulmates and I reparenting themselves. So when they had their emotional vulnerabilities being triggered, whatever happened in their childhood, someone failed to help another. So this relationship in which you could have went through hell and back with them and for them, they didn't exactly know how to do the same. I'm picking up as well, and this is where shadow work is required for you guys. You guys could have had abandonment issues and gave this person so many chances and things of that nature. So, when abandonment issues are present, we feel we're not worthy of love. So you could have tolerated this, and this is where you both were mirroring to each other that you had to learn to love yourself. For when I'm picking up the person who's in deep regret, their spiritual maturity journey came in the manner in which when their emotional vulnerabilities were triggered, they had to learn to not take other people for granted. And at the same time, you had to learn how to not accept breadcrumbs. Now take what resonates, switch the roles, but I'm just reading the energy. Now let's get the energy of the Three of Pentacles. And I think we don't need to do for this message. Ooh, child. I'm ready to get out this energy. For the Three of Pentacles, the Orient Express. So this is concerning healthy masculine energy and who they may work with, who would like to benefit off their financial potential. So I'm picking up the person that is in deep regret for how they, and I'm feeling chills as I said this. The person that's in deep regret for how a close connection is severed could have missed out on a lot of opportunities to work with legit people. They could have not have practiced patience, and they could have basically, had this mentality that, I want this, I want my work environment to be this way, but they didn't exactly take the time to nurture the skill sets needed to have a firm, stable foundation. So this person could have experienced a lot of failure when it came to finances and could have not had the best judgment, especially when it came to choosing people to work with. So this is where this person is aware that with this connection being severed, more than likely you will um, have opportunities to work with healthy masculine energy if you are a healthy feminine energy. And if you are, a divine masculine, you could have had business partnerships with, someone who was a shady business person. This is a message for you guys. They are regretting burning bridges with you on a financial level because whoever it is that they try to team up with to get fast, quick money, they're it's like every man for themselves. As long as they're flourishing, there's communication, there's partnership. But if someone, let's say someone doesn't have, if someone has a slow day, there's not going to be any interaction. It's like they get the cold shoulder. So I feel we're going to end that message for that. Ooh, child. So let's get the other two messages, and then we'll do a fun three-power pick a card. All right, let's do it. Seven of Hearts, and also the travel destination is Chichen Itza. If you've been here, please leave a heart emoji in the color purple, and I hope that you guys had a great time. Then we also have these angel number 33 could be coming up for you guys. You might be seeing it, or you might be hearing it, or you might be getting, or you might be advised to look it up. But we have the Three of Hearts with Madagascar, and then we also have the Three of Diamonds with Orient Express again. So the second message, this one is a bit more lighthearted, thank God. Ooh, child. So what I'm picking up here is, when you've been when you experience karmic connections, and the karmic connections are so straining and stressful, and you lose that imagination, you lose that passion for just wanting to experience high vibrational experiences with people, and you get in a pattern of mundaneness. It's like I'm picturing a group of people who do the same thing so consistently that if one person decides to change things up, the group might say, well, what's going on? Why you want to change stuff up? You met somebody new, and then they'll start trying to get information about the relationship and start trying to negatively impact it. This right here, this friendship dynamic is basically full of codependency. and betrayal can happen. So I feel like if you are healing from that, especially if you like to have fun, you're being asked to actually dream again about what you would like to experience in your friendship groups. With the Three of Hearts here, we have the Madagascar. So the energy I was picking up from this card here, you want to be able to trust that you're going to have healthy fun where people won't end up in trouble. You know, the kind of fun where you're not going to be wondering if your child is going to be able to say dad's coming home, or if dad's ending up in jail, or if your child is basically seeing mom get disrespected. It's like it's time for you with this Seven of Hearts here. And you see these steps leading up to here. You also have to be practical and grounded. It's time for you to, think about what would you like to experience in a friendship, and what practical steps are going to be needed for that. The universe is going to open up doors for you to cultivate what you would like to experience. And this will put you in alignment to connect with people who are on, the wavelength of healthy fun, in which, a father knows they're going to end up, back in the arms of their significant other, and be able to be the father that they truly desire to be. Or a mother knows that their safety and self-respect and respect, is not going to be compromised as well. Mature adult fun. And with the Three of Diamonds is, keeping things in perspective. Like, hey, let's make sure we have these healthy boundaries set up as well, and stay focused. At the same time, underneath this Three of Diamonds is a Jack of Hearts. So, what this is saying right here, this is saying, if you are thinking about, taking those steps to initiate friendship with someone, and you do have romantic feelings for them, trust yourself. We got the Joker here, the Swiss Alps. Trust yourself and take that leap of faith. Even if, you can experience rejection. Look, rejection happens. Shit, rejection happens, bruh. Also, I'm seeing 10-10. We got the 10 of diamonds as well as the 10 of hearts. A cycle is ending for you guys in the romantic department. If you are a wounded warrior and love has been a battlefield, you know that song by Pat Benatar, Love is a Battlefield. We are young, heartache to heartache, we stand. No promises, no demands. Love is a battlefield. Look, it's fun to sing the song, but to experience it on repeat like a broken record, it's like, damn, bro. So, if you a wounded warrior and you like, look, I still believe in love. Well, love is right around the corner for you. The type of love where somebody will be understanding and not rush shit with you, and be patient and not have unrealistic expectations, and understand it takes time to heal a broken heart. All right, the Joker here is saying take a chance on yourself, because we got the 10 of diamonds and the 10 of hearts. Look, You don't know what's going to happen. Rejection can happen. Release unrealistic expectations and let the universe guide you. You know, you already been through hell and back. And this Joker card here, this is the Swiss Alps, the person skiing. You know, you look, friendships have highs and lows. All right? Friendships have highs and lows. So, you know, you'll be able to recognize the red flags if something is not meant for you. Now, to end the second message, we have the Six of Clubs here and the Two of Spades. Let me get one of these homemade cards to clarify that, because you know if you guys have been to Amsterdam, leave something red, some sort of, you know, something red. And if you guys have been to Cambodia, leave leave what you want. Now this flipped over. I knew what I was doing, so, and self-sabotage finally caught up with him, and finally learning how to survive on their own. This flipped over. And the positive affirmation, I am grateful for the gift of longevity. I feel like you guys can take your time making decisions. You guys can look younger than you actually are. You guys could be very mindful of how you can be your own worst enemy. You guys can be very independent. And this can come from, you know, you guys can have connections and things of that nature, pal, too. But well, we ain't even got into the, maybe you got, maybe if you feel led to. I ain't even did pick a card yet. I don't know what it's gonna be about, but we'll get into that when we get into it. Maybe you guys check out pal too. I don't know. But if you guys, whatever you guys are, whatever you guys do, you guys might be, you guys might have some paranoia connected to whatever it is you're known for doing. You could be in the public eye. Underneath is the Six of Diamonds. Yeah, you guys might be wary of opportunists. Don't put pressure on your psyche. Less pressure on your psyche. Do some meditation. Because with this Three of Clubs here, the Northern Lights, you guys are being guided to a wish fulfillment. You're on the journey of your North Node. All right. So I feel like for the second message here is, do not allow your public persona, whatever it is, you know, whatever it is, like a protection shield from you and others. You know, where people know to only approach you for certain things. And this is how you'll be able to have clarity about who's who and what someone's purpose of being in your life is. don't allow that to cloud your judgment about how things are supposed to go. The universe is saying just surrender. If you on your north node, you know, you'll be able to tell who's who with this King of Spades energy by having consistent, healthy boundaries. You know, anyone that is easily offended with healthy boundaries, you already know it'll be like going on vacation with them and you ready to just leave the vacation spot, or you just like, can I pay for you? No, Can you leave on your own? Or I'll go to a whole nother section of the Maldives where you don't know where the hell I'm at, and you ain't gonna be able to find me. If you get the feeling that going on vacation with somebody to, let's say, even a small island, you feel you're gonna be trying to basically leave them on the island because they're not respecting your boundaries and challenging you. I feel like this is how you'll know how to basically trust yourself when it comes to knowing who's who and things of that nature. Anyone who gets you have boundaries for a reason, you possibly been through a lot, I get it. I'm gonna respect your boundaries and keep it pushing. I'm not gonna try to figure out how to go around your boundaries. So this, I feel like this will help you guys be able to trust yourself, because you guys could have dealt with some people who will really try to go around your boundaries and shit. And it's just like you had to be on guard. So you'll know who to actually open up to based off of them not getting so emotionally involved when you set boundaries. Them not trying to figure out your vulnerabilities and use it against you. It takes a lot of work to try to figure out someone's vulnerabilities and try to use it against them. And basically, if you have dealt with people like that, they wasted their time because they're unaware of their own blind spots. Now let's get the third message. We got the Three of Hearts. We got the Joker, supported by Eight of Hearts. And the Four of Diamonds. All right, so we also got the Ten of Hearts with this Joker and the Eight of Hearts, okay? So I feel like this is your sign to have faith and hope that whatever it is you're leaving behind, it's gonna work out. Come on, we got the ten of hearts here. You know, I don't. This looks like such a peaceful scenery. Pythons, pittons. If you've been here, you know, leave a food. But it's for what I'm seeing with the Swiss Alps. I haven't yet went skiing, but what I'm imagining is, how you got ski instructors. Forgive me, y'all. Ski instructors who have the patience and the excellent communication skills to teach skiing to people who've never skied before. And I feel like, if you've been skiing, think about your first time skiing, right? If you haven't been skiing, you understand you gotta prepare. You gotta dress warm. And then the ski instructors, things of that nature, They're gonna be mindful of the jitters that new people learn to ski have. Whatever jitters you're feeling, feel them and trust the process. You know, also this Eight of Hearts try to turn upside down. Whatever you're used to, let it go. Take the wisdom from it and keep it pushing. Take the wisdom from it and keep it pushing. We also have the Four of Diamonds. And we have Cappadocia. With these air balloons, and this, I felt like laughing. I don't know why. Um, some people could still be investing into their dreams coming true while having limited resources. Underneath is the Eight of Hearts. If you've been instable, leave a occupation emoji. That still, someone who still has passion for their dreams, at the same time is making the best of what they have. Allow them to grow in their own unique way. If they're willing to overcome the challenges of, trying to find a way to describe it. If they're willing to overcome the challenges that seem to be in the way of them getting their dreams off the ground, then this is someone who's willing to take a chance on themselves. You also might be in connection with another wounded warrior who's been fighting like hell to get their dreams off the ground. Be patient with each other and understand each other's journeys. And the last message for you guys, this is coming up. Only take what applies. With the Three of Hearts connected with the Eight of Clubs and the Two of Hearts, you might have some people with this Three of Hearts, some people that you have left behind, or some, if you left a third party situation behind. Ooh, the psychic network is a buzzing. If you left a third party situation behind, the third party might be speaking about you being romantically interested in someone else. And that's where the Eight of Hearts came up. Don't look back. Now, the third party situations don't necessarily, if you were in a third party situation where it was romantic, they could be speaking about you having your heart set elsewhere. Or this could also be someone who wanted to have a relationship with you and it didn't work out. And they could be speaking about you having your heart elsewhere and they're disappointed. Don't look back. All right. It would be self-sabotage, and yeah, a third party situation would start up again, because there'll be something there that you just not you're just not fully invested. Third party situations can creep up when you're just not fully invested. um when people actually one second when people actually have a feel like they're not gonna be and this is on the subconscious level. When people finally feel like uh, feel like they're not going to be missing out on something while being with another person, third party situations of infidelity are less likely to occur. So maybe someone you left behind, or maybe someone you was in a third party situation with, they can sense that you're looking for something, and they may be trying to, of course, it's not Mercury retrograde when I'm feminist. They may be trying, oh shit. Well, okay. They may be trying to you know, condition you to overthink about being back with them, whatever comfortability you guys shared. They might be trying to convince you to doubt yourself. And this is where those boundaries come in. Anyone who's trying to basically, go back and forth with you when you set your boundaries, they're trying to have you second guess yourself, and this is a cycle of self-sabotage. So you'll be able to clearly see how this person maneuvers when they have to survive on their own. Whether or not they have the resources, um, that person, if someone's trying to basically convince you to, you know, doubt yourself and are not respecting your boundaries, they know exactly what they're doing. Even if they have material resources, surviving on your own doesn't just mean having material resources. It means being emotionally aware, stable, strong, self-discipline, things like that. So if someone's trying to basically hassle your boundaries, there's no emotional self-discipline. If they have large amounts of finances, um, if you allow that cycle to continue, that self-sabotage, externalized with large finances, I'm picking up on a feminine energy for some reason. It gets out of hand. I'm a female. Females that don't have emotional discipline, especially if they have large amounts of money, as well as toxic masculine energy that has large amounts of money, they're difficult to get rid of. So, break that cycle of self sabotage, of allowing someone to basically move past your boundaries. Earlier we saw the King of Spades energy. And the King of Spades that allows their boundaries to constantly be pushed, boom, boom, bam, it turns into the King of Spades in reverse. And the King of Spades in reverse can become quite nasty. Now, anyway, we're going to get into this pick a card. What it's going to be about. How are your relationships changing? And I'll do one card for that because, honey, I don't want to be a motor mouth. Hey, you guys, welcome to the pick a card. This gonna be a nice, quick, brief one. Do you know how many times I've said nice, quick, brief readings and then the videos turn longer? Well, today I'm practicing self-discipline, groundedness. All right. So, these readings have to be 5 minutes or less. I'm up for the challenge. Are you guys up for the challenge? If you sit there and watch the beginning of the video with the messages. I feel like the messages from prior will fold into how are your relationships changing. Now I'm gonna get the cards that we're gonna be using. Lord child. Um 1 second, y'all. Oh Lordy. Ah. Oh, mercy, 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 mercy me. Oh, things ain't what they used to be. Hold on. I could just pause the video, but nah. We gonna do this thing natural and in live time. Okay, I feel better about that. I do. Okay, I had to fix something. All right. I'm not a wine drinker much, but we using the cheese and wine playing cards. Remember I said I gotta keep these videos, keep these piles 5 minutes or less. All right. Anyway, I see what your pile of piles choice. Thank you for being present. Let's find out how your relationships are changing. Welcome, Pile One. How are your relationships changing? So, I'm seeing two. The number two. There's a train outside my house. This could be a romantic connections, and also the cards wanted to, split. Right before I actually did a shuffle. So we got 7 of diamonds, King of spades, and two of spades. Okay, so pile one for your relationship. How are your relationships changing? This is talking more specifically about a romantic connection. You're gonna become aware of how there's lack of progress occurring when it comes to communication. You guys might, if this is a romantic connection, you guys might be, you might become aware of how you guys differ when it comes to your mentalities. Um, if there's blockage in communication connected to, like, mental beliefs, you're gonna be able to see where there's no growth. And also we have this green apple. You're gonna be picking up on envy and jealousy. And this is where, with this king of spades here, you're gonna have to develop self-discipline with this ace of clubs here, to not give in to um like a habit of, trying to just basically move past the awareness of surface levelness and the depths that you're seeking, not being able to get there, and just going into, having sex. Because basically, this is making it so, with this seven of spades, you're gonna basically be stuck in a cycle of manipulation. Now, manipulation and sex is not fun. Okay. um yeah, basically, to sum up your reading, and I'm less than 5 minutes. How your relationships changing, power one. You're gonna be mindful of the fact that you have a habit of, whatever it is you feel comfortable doing, and where there's stagnancy at, someone else could be comfortable with it as well. And maybe you're trying to move past the stagnancy. Maybe they're so comfortable with it. And it's like, you might be so comfortable with each other at this point, and the sex could be banging. But at the same time, you know, the manipulation ain't cutting. There's no intimacy, and you could be actually genuinely craving intimacy. But basically, this is kind of one of those things. This particular relationship is one in which the only thing that's really holding you guys together is sex. And if you're looking for growth, you're gonna have to develop that self-discipline on your own, player. Well, I mean, the universe can help you and everything too, but you're going to have to basically get honest with yourself by how you lying to yourself, and develop that self-discipline to not convince yourself to keep doing what you're doing, or you'll still be attracting romantic connections where the sex is great, but you feel stunted growth-wise. And if you're craving intimacy, that this ain't the route to go. Continuing that cycle. We gonna end your reading here, Power One. Hello, Pal Two. So let's see, how are your relationships changing. So the train passed by the number 5. So something's changing. Something's just, something's changing. So we got the 7 of spades here. We got the ace of clubs here. Dear Lord. And then we got this playing card is like a full. This playing card here is talking about a jigsaw puzzle. So it's like a full puzzle put together. So pile 2. Let's talk about it. You guys gonna get complete full clarity. The pieces gonna start coming together with some shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep to 5 minutes. Okay. The pieces gonna start coming together. Also, Something that can help you guys break the cycle of self-illusion with the Seven of Spades here. Is by developing discipline practices where this is how much time I have to do something and I'm gonna stick to it. But yeah, you guys are gonna get complete clarity of it's like clarity's gonna be coming. The missing puzzle pieces you was looking for, it's gonna start coming together, and this could be connected to soul ties you have with the Ace of Clubs. You might be getting clarity on soul ties that you have. And this is where you're going to start putting together how around certain energies you move a certain way. So this is where when you get that clarity, you know, yeah, you guys also could have jealousy issues as well. Heal your self-worth issues. If you are intimate while having self-worth issues, this is going to make it so not only will you fool yourself, but you'll attract other people who are fooling themselves, and then they'll fool you as well if you're susceptible to it. So another way your relationships are gonna change with the six of diamonds, nine of hearts, and the eight of clubs here. You're not gonna let people swindle you out of money after sexual energy is exchanged, and they start talking about the stuff that the dreams they want to make come true. You guys can be the type of people you like to help people, you and stuff like that. But you're gonna be picking up on to have discernment who you actually give help to, instead of allowing somebody to, put it on you real good with the nine of hearts. And then they talk you into basically exploiting you financially. And you sitting there giving up the goods, money goods, because somebody done basically got you, gassed up on sex. But when you fall down from it, come on now, it's empty as hell. So without further ado, we're going to end this reading. All right, welcome. How 3. Let's see, how are your relationships changing? Six of diamonds. Nine of hearts and the puzzle card. So, um, you guys will be think you guys will start thinking big picture wise and investing into that. So you might start changing up the way you invest into your relationships. Also, I noticed something. I don't know why, but 1985 established 1985 port vintage blue Stilton and port. I don't know why 1985 stood out, but yeah, you guys you'll start investing into relationships that will help your emotional health. Because it's like you'll see long term, the big range, the big goal picture. Blue Stilton and Port. So Port Vintage 1985. Okay. Then also Nine of Hearts. There's some pretty pictures up here. Queen of Diamonds. Seven of Diamonds. You'll stop trying so hard. If you've been trying hard, if you notice yourself doing a little bit too much, you'll stop doing too much. You'll stop doing too much. And you'll notice that those moments that you have been desiring will come naturally to you. Basically, sum up. You ever notice those movies where it's like a group of people get together and it's like a bomb time, and it's like if you put it in a photo album or if you scrapbook it, it's like you can imagine the grandkids asking what happened, and it could really be one of those moments where it brings a smile to your face through some very dark times. Well, if you stop trying so hard and let those moments come to you, they're gonna come. If you got used to being around people where it's like y'all already know, we gotta look, let's make this shit look good, but you're not really having fun, you just gonna really stop putting effort into things where it's just like, why are we doing all this shit? I don't need. It's like I look good, but I don't even feel good. So yeah, you start putting you'll put less effort into people, places, and things that just ain't doing it. Where you really got to put all that extra energy in. And on that note, because I hope this is 5 minutes, I'm sticking to what I said I would do. That I could went over. I'm gonna end the reading, but you'll be putting less energy into phony shit and um attracting moments and memories that are actually worth being patient for. And we're gonna end your reading there. Thank you guys.